Last year we were extremely dry here in Plymouth County, and we got our measurable precipitation around Memorial Day weekend, I guess. So it would have been the end of May, 1st of June, and from then until about the 1st September, we had less than about an inch and a half of rain, and our crops basically just dried up to nothing. And on 650 acres of corn, we only had 24 bushel per acre versus normally 180 to 200. And our beans were about 25 bushel an acre versus 55 to 60. And it definitely made a big impact with basically with the temperature and also the lack of moisture. When we first started, like back in January, February, we thought we were going to be in a severe drought, and the weather forecasters predicted that western Plymouth County and eastern South Dakota, along with Nebraska, was going to be an extreme drought again this year. But fortunately, the last 2 months, April and May, we've been getting above average for moisture, and everything's looking pretty good right now. Actually, maybe we've had a little too much. I believe we have plenty in the topsoil, but as far as the subsoil, you get down there in a foot or less, I believe it's probably extremely dry yet. We're sorting cows and calves here today. We have 6 different pastures, and with only 85 cows, we decided that we like to sort them into different pastures to match according to what bull is going to be in that pasture. And we try to put our young heifers in one pasture with our 2-year-olds in another pasture as well. And we select bulls for calving ease on our heifers, and we maybe select a little more growthy bull that might have some bigger birth weights for some of the older cows as well. So we just try to sort them according to age of cows and how they'll match up with each bull, and siring the best calves and have the best traits. We sort them here in the small little yard here, and then we load them up into the trailer, and we've got 6 pastures from here. We're at our home here, closer to Westfield, and they'll be taken over there, and hopefully they'll stay there without having to feed any hay until the 1st of October, which then they'll come back home here and get weaned. The grass this year is pretty lush, just because of all the rain we've had in the last 6 weeks to the past 2 months, versus last year it had more of a dry texture to it because it was lacking moisture. All last winter, a year ago, we just didn't have the moisture, and the grass basically had to live off of sub-moisture. And once that was used up, the grass just didn't have enough moisture to continue throughout the summer. So therefore it kind of went dormant. And this year we're off to an excellent start. You can see the grass is extremely green, fairly tall. It is starting to head out, so the seeds are there already. As of right now, I mean, the cows are loving this. This is green, luscious grass. It's up to knee high, and it's starting to head out already. So everything looks good at this point. So looking forward to this season.